Hi guys, Ape here of the PocketBot Collective. And today we'll have a look at the Decepticon clones, Pounce and Wingspan. The whole gimmick of these figures is that they have different alt modes but identical robot modes. Fun! There's of course an Autobot and a Decepticon version. We'll be having a look at the Decepticons today. The Autobot versions are already up on the channel. I'll put a link up later. Mauricio reviewed them earlier. So, what do these guys come with? Not a whole lot. It's pretty much just the figures packaged together in this Earthrise box. Cybertronian villains, it says right there. Wingspan. Decepticon Pounce. Some fairly cool artwork. And on the back you can see them in their modes. And that's pretty much it. Of course it has transformation instructions. And it comes with a little backdrop and a red translucent card. So you can figure out where they are. If you're into all of that, I can't be bothered with that. So let's skip forward, shall we? Pounce and Wingspan. That's who we're talking about. Let's have a look at their alt modes first. And I'll bring in a figure to compare, I guess. If you happen to own any of the Unique Toys Headmasters, then here is Weird Wolf compared to Pounce. And that's a nice size, in my opinion. Okay, we'll do more comparisons in robot mode. Let's bring back his brother here. And let's have a look at these guys. He's got a nicely sculpted head. There's some articulation in the front legs, mainly due to transformation. Back legs are a little floppy, but it is what it is. And you can articulate the tail as well on Pounce. There we go. As for his brother, similar color scheme of course. Again, nicely sculpted. Some movement in the tail feathers. I've actually unclipped the wings here because they normally clip in there, but that way you can sit them down. All you do is rotate and clip it there, straighten that. And there you go. Now he's in flight mode. The bird feet are attached to his arms, which don't clip in, so yeah, you can move them around as well. If you want, gives him a bit of extra articulation there. That is it. That is them in their alt modes. And I'm liking them. I'm not sure how familiar you are with these guys. If you're looking for the media that they were in, I think they made a brief appearance in the G1 cartoon during the Rebirth episodes. And they have a bit more show, screen time in the Japanese continuation in the Headmasters cartoon. And it also gives a bit of a backstory, and you see them with their then first friends, the Autobot clones, and then later on, of course, they joined the Autobots, these guys joined the Decepticons, and there you go, we have a rivalry going on. But yeah, let's get them transformed, shall we? And there you have it. Pounce and Wingspan. Clone brothers from the Decepticon force. And yeah, if you would look at them, so to say, head on, it pretty much looks like they are the same robot. Except, of course, for this little insignia on their chest. Pounce has his Puma mode there. Whereas Wingspan has his Eagle mode. But besides that, they are identical. If you turn them around, of course, you can see that there's different kibble on the back, as to be expected. But I think the gimmick works very well. As far as articulation goes, the head is just on a swivel. You saw that during transformation. There's a cut there, there's a ball joint there, there's a ball joint in here, and it has a little bit of a butterfly due to transformation. But that is it. Nothing at the waist. Hips, ball joint, mushroom peg, single hinge knee, which you could get further if you move the leg out of the way, which works a little bit better on him, of course, because he doesn't have an animal leg stuck in there. But there you go. Nothing exceptional there, but what is there does the job. I have to say, some joints are a little bit loose on my copies. I don't know if all the copies have that, but they still hold all the positions you want to put them in. And they're fun, and they're good looking. I love this color scheme. I think that's what draws me the most to these guys. Plus, as you saw, easy, simple transformations. A lot of fun to transform back and forth. Look great in the collection, especially because at first glance they look identical, which of course they're not. But yeah, definite recommend from me on these figures. Happy that they released them as a 2-pack in the War for Cybertron line, because before that they were released in a slightly different color scheme in the... What was it? Was it the Power of the Primes? Was it Titan's Return? Well, around that era, they were released individually in different box sets with other robots. So you would have to get all those both the box sets to be able to get the brothers together. Takara released them together in the Legends line, but that quickly got sold out, I think, or hard to get at least. So it's good to see these guys back in business in the War for Cybertron line. That's how I got to pick them up. Very fun figures. A couple of size comparisons here. Well, let me split them up and put our boy in the middle. That is, of course, Iron Factory's Runabout. You can see that they size pretty much the same. I guess they're about half a head taller. But there you go. And just to pair them up with some fellow Beast Bots, here is Core Class Rat Trap and a G1 Beast Bot Chainclaw. There we go. That is how these guys scale. And I think that's about all I have to say about them. Definitely a fun set. Same as with the Autobot clones, of course. Bit of a niche market, I guess, if you're not familiar with them. But I like them. And like I said, they add to your display. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ape out!